Hey there, it's your girl Ken, and I'm tuning in with another podcast episode. Thank you so much for being here with me. This is the first podcast of the year. Yeah! Let's freaking get it. And this is going to be essentially like most of my other podcasts, except I'm a little bit older, a little bit wiser, and I am so dead set on doing the most healthiest thing for me, as I've always been in the pursuit of doing the most healthiest thing for me, being the most healthiest version of myself, and really having a journey of being in pursuit of having wisdom beyond my years while very young. Mind you, I do it to a extent where it's not a detriment. I embrace the youth that I have, my dumbness, my naivety, my place in this world, while still trying to hold, as Tim Ross says, hold two tensions, hold two truths that I would like to always know more than I know, but I always love to be who I am right at this moment. But yeah, and that's kind of like an introduction to what I want to talk about, and that is me getting acquainted with getting old, me getting acquainted with myself. And one of the things that I never considered in my pursuit of trying to fix myself as a person in her youth, like I am still 23, which I am so blessed to say that I'll be 24 next year. I still don't feel the age that I am, and that is because of a lack of wisdom, and also because of trying to still, to an extent, hold on to the youth of my youth, and because I really still don't quite feel the maturity of what I believe 24 is. And every young person has that dilemma, right? That, you know what? I don't feel it. When I'm 30, I won't feel 30. When I was 18, I didn't feel 18. When I'm 24, I don't feel 24. And this is a lot in my 20s that I'm seeing with hindsight of other people of their 20s don't ever really feel like their 20s. That they feel that their 30s is basically their 20s, because they're more of themselves. That 20s is really trying to figure out themselves out and all of that jazz, which is true. I feel like the 20s are just basically so transformative. And one of the greatest things that I found that I did not want to miss out on is truly learning how to love and accept myself. I have learned through the pursuit of all this is that we need to learn how to love and accept ourselves. And the sooner that we don't do that, the more sabotage we do to ourselves with our daily actions. For example, one of the things that I wanted to do just in the next 3 weeks, I was like, you know what? I should do intermediate fasting. And mind you, I was already on a schedule of setting a 3-week workout program. Haven't even finished, let alone really started into my 3-week fitness program. But on top of that, I wanted to do intermediate fasting. And it's 20 hours of fasting and 4 hours of an eating window. That is very extreme. And that's like, they said 3 pounds a week that you lose. And to back that or to pair that with something, for one, absolutely not. And I would have never came to this conclusion. I would have actually carried that out if I weren't to sit here and look at some YouTube videos that just caught my attention about different people's journey of changing their appearance. I started watching the one with SZA because she really changes hers. And I ended up watching the one with Madonna before my phone died. And some people in between, like Ariana Grande and Kendall Jenner, and seeing the complete changes. Like I said, Michael Jackson, like we all know that that's one of the most, I think Michael Jackson, Lil' Kim, and a few other people Even the weekend, like, yo, have completely pushed even Kendall Jenner, Kylie Jenner, superseded what our expectations was of what is changing your appearance, like what is completely making your face, but as I was watching all of that, I was in shock. I am sitting here in shock because I know that I would never do that. And I know we say never, but in order for me to really sit here and solidify that I will never sit here and go under the knife to change my face, I know that I have to now in this moment, like this is like real time stream of consciousness. I know that I have to real life get acquainted with me. That the truth is I'm going to get old one day. I sit here and I say with my full chest that I want to live past 100 years old. But living past 100 years old means that I'm not going to look how I look at 23 right now. I won't sound how I sound at 23. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll be 1000% different. The most same thing about me streamlined will be my personality, will be the way I think, will be deeply how I am, my soul, my personality, my sense of humor, my sense of self. That's the only thing that won't change. Literally everything else will. And the only way for me to sit here and love and appreciate myself, I had to sit and watch those videos and recognize celebrities, people who are in the limelight, that are in Hollywood. People call it Hollywood, all that stuff. They are the most insecure people of this world, and that makes a lot of sense. They have to fit a standard that they never signed up for. And a lot of them, before they even get a chance to know themselves, they're already being poked, pricked, and pried and ridiculed by just being themselves and competing for charts, billboards, views, watches, body shapes, all of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? And as one of the girls on YouTube was saying, you're competing for an image that would be set on a pedestal by strangers, and that's quite literally part of your career. You know what I'm saying? And just for a little bit of context to this whole grand scheme of things is Tyla. For me, Tyla, when she became big, I remember looking at this girl, and I've seen this girl before. It was one video she was, hip shaking and everything. And I remember seeing this girl and I was like, oh my gosh, she's so pretty, super skinny. Hourglass figure. And I just thought, no way. I swiped away I watched one time and I swiped away so fast because I knew I was going to continue to watch this girl because she was so gorgeous, so skinny. She had a little booty. The outfit fit her in a way that I thought I would want to look like one day. Mind you, I didn't know this girl was probably at the time 19 or 20, and when I saw it, I was probably a good 22. And 22 or 23. No, I'm sure I was like 21 or 22. Maybe like very early 22s. Between 19 and 22 in a woman's body, for one, your hips fill out. That is, a lot of the times we praise these images, not even knowing that these are really kids and that life hasn't hit them yet. Not saying, I don't even say those words like life haven't hit them, but the natural progression, they have not been exposed to that yet. Now, mind you, I think it's completely beautiful, everything that she is doing. She has helped me see that she is a beauty standard that I appreciate. But it also helped me see that seeing a beauty standard that I appreciate that is quite literally almost detrimental if I were to go into it, and quite literally impossible to an extent to just look like that. Because a lot of times we go into this stuff not even wanting to look the best versions of ourselves. We want to just look like that. I want to look like that. Who so-and-so's body, like, I want to look like that. I look like that. When your breast sizes are different, like, that's an A cup. You're a freaking DEFG, you know. They have a very petite figure, but you have a long line of a different body shape. That she's an hourglass and you're an asymmetrical triangle. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of things are completely different. And mind you, I'm probably one of the people that have that, if I put my mind to it, I could reach that. But then I wouldn't even recognize myself, because that is not who I am. That's not who I've known myself to be. But beside that, I know one of the things that I kept seeing when it came to plastic surgery is that the older people get, one of the procedures that they do is fat transfer. They transfer fat to their face for a youthful look. And as I was sitting with that, after watching that, I mean, it was just for a hot second, I was like, whoa. And it brought me back to the fact that I wanted to do intermediate fasting. The thing with fasting, imagine it was for like 11 weeks. It wasn't like no slight work, like little, 11 weeks, 20 hours fasting, 4 hours eating. Yikes, right? For 11 weeks, that's over 3 months, basically 4, right? Girl, I would lose all my fat. I'll lose all my beautiful fat. And mind you, I said my beautiful fat. I've been in this body for so long, and honestly, I truly appreciate it. Now, mind you, are there some things I want to change? Yes, and I have every intention of changing it. But I want to always go about this stuff the right way. I don't want to look back happy that I reached 160 pounds, but I've lost my booty. I've lost the plumpness of my breast. I lost the character of my face. I've lost all muscle mass. You know what I'm saying? All the things that I've eternally, up to this point, worked so hard for. I worked so hard to build my muscle. Whenever I walk, all the days I've walked around in the park, like, my body is a reflection. And we forget that. Our bodies are a reflection of who we are, who we've always been. And sometimes, for some people, even though life can be traumatizing, I know for like youth and stuff, especially in your 20s, life can be very traumatizing. Life can be very serious. And once it gets to that point, but our bodies are a reflection of what we've been through, all of our decisions made. You know what I'm saying? And some of those decisions you don't want to take away. Not everything you did was bad. You know what I'm saying? And with me personally, I can recount the days where I worked so hard to plump my booty, even though my whole body isn't what I wanted it to be. I know that I'm gonna have some sort of a dump truck back there. And even though my stomach from the front protrudes out further than I would like it, I know that the sides of my stomach does this little curvature that I absolutely like, that gives me a little something. I know that my hips have protruded a little bit. I know that my thighs have this certain kind of density with the muscle to the fat. And I've worked on a lot of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? I've worked at it. And for me to make a decision of intermediate fasting to get to this very stick figure like that I've always thought is who I was meant to be, I'm realizing now that I love my fat. I love it. That's why you don't want to get rid of it. You have to force yourself to get rid of something you love. It's just hard to believe that in this world that praises a certain body type, that I can sit here and my body try to tell me, no. The reason why you can never carry that out is because you actually love this. You love this. You love it so much. And it looks good on you. And you rock it so well. And we feel good in our skin. And though we have a few insecurities, and sometimes we feel a little bit too curvy for the atmosphere, when we're by ourselves, we feel so good. When we're just standing in the grass and the world can see, we feel confident. We're just like, look at this. Look at me in my element, in my fullness. You know what I'm saying? And we're so critical of ourselves anyway. But when I sit here, I'm just like, oh my gosh. For me to dare to be different and not even recognize it until today it's such a revelation. It's honestly such a weight lifted, because I would have never thought I would have reached a day where I say, I love the beautiful fat on my body. Like, I love my tummy. And society wants me to hate it. Beauty standards want me to hate my stomach. But I love my tummy. Mind you, do I like, there's some things I don't like. Like if I ever not even lose it, but if I ever shrink down the fat, if I ever burn because like, you're not losing your stomach. Like, let's be so for real. We need to change our lingo. Maybe that's why our bodies are afraid, because it understands more than what we say. We can't lose a stomach. We can burn the fat. What I want to do on my stomach is I want to burn the fat. And not because I don't love my stomach. It's because what I don't like in particular, which I know I don't like, is when my pants sit in that spot where because my belly button makes this little crack where my pants sit over that and it looks like a bee. I'm not fond of that. I don't like a bee stomach. Some people love it. I just don't like it. And guess what? Because I don't like it, I can change it. I can change it, and I will change it. But above that, there are some things that I want to implement now that I'm happy I'm implementing when I'm older. Simply out of self-love. Like, you know what? Now that I'm coming into age of understanding the gravity of diet, the gravity of self-love, the gravity of peace, the gravity of prayer, the gravity of meditation, the gravity of spirituality, the gravity of, of planning, the gravity of staying fit, the gravity of loving the world around you, the gravity of not having this cold heart, the gravity of making sure that every day I'm taking care of myself eternally, externally, spiritually, to some capacity, making sure that I'm having fun. Are you having any fun? When I heard that song, it's been in my head all the time and I'm loving it. She said, are you having any fun? What are you getting out of living? Who cares of what you got if you're not having any fun? Oh my God. Are you having any fun? Oh my gosh. She was saying, what's the point? What's the point of having it all? What's the point of it all if you're not enjoying yourself? And that's another thing that Tyler triggered in me, is the fact that she's having fun. She had a dream. She pursued it. She didn't wait. And she literally is sitting here and getting the accolades and the awards that she knew that she was going to get. That she just, all that stuff. She sits in her sexy, in her femininity. She sits in her quirkiness. She sits in it all. And the fact that, and she knows, man, she knows to her face. And I'm sure she's been through this, like these older men throwing themselves at her on live TV. You triple her age and you're asking me, what does it take to be Tyler's man? You know what I'm saying? And it's like, yo, she just barely turned 21. Whew, you know what I'm saying? But all of that comes with self-love, loving yourself. And one of the things that I knew that I've always done, I used to call it self-sabotage. To an extent it was, but I was honestly protecting myself from that, because I knew, I was like, you know what, I don't love me. It does not make sense for me to be on platforms. Mind you, a platform isn't, we say platform don't mean social media. Platform mean a pedestal. Platform mean elevation. I don't need any type of elevation when I am the most insecure I've ever been on myself. That is intensely insane, is it not? Like, why would you put a baby on a podium? Why would you walk up to the stage absolutely naked trying to deliver something? You're not even confident in your cellulite. You're not even confident in your dream. Why would you be up here doing anything? You're not even confident about your breast size. You're not even confident about your deliverance. You're not even confident about the things that you are going to say out of your mouth. Why? And we shouldn't, because that's the foolishness. That's the foolishness. So while operating in the most wisdom that I have right now, I don't have the most wisdom, and life isn't quote unquote perfect, and it shouldn't be, and it's the most beautiful when it is imperfect. I just recognize now more than ever that what I'm going to do is follow through on my 3-week program that I've conducted for myself. I haven't even tried it true, but I put together a 3-week program where I focus on my legs. Well, I focus on specifically my calves, my inner thighs, my hips, my outer thighs, my booty, my back, my belly, the sides for slimming, chest, and arms. And on my rest days, I haven't made that yet, I'm going to be doing facial exercises. Facial exercises. So I know that confidently, I am, at the end of the week, I have worked out everything that I want to work out. And a lot of times I used to only focus on, my booty need to be big, but my booty big and my stomach bloated, and they equal. I'm like, dude, my booty looks so good, but it don't even matter because my stomach out here not doing this thing. And sometimes my stomach gets so flat, and I'm good on my stomach, and my booty out here getting deflated. I'm like, wait a minute. And God forbid, everything else looking all good and nice, and then something else is bothering me. So I'm in the pursuit of, by my birthday, by May 4th, one of the gifts I want to give myself is to actually look in the mirror and be like, I'm so impressed. Like, on my birthday, I want to walk out to the pool in a bikini, maybe in heels, maybe, who knows, and just be the girl that I've always wanted to be since I was like 18. And it's not just like this conceited thing, it's confidence. I want real, trill confidence that I worked on this. I will be this person, and I will continue to be this person for the rest of my life. And like, I've changed everything about me. Like, I can just feel this beautiful gravitational pull of me to me. And because I'm pulling me to me, the world is going to pull to me. Everything I desire is going to pull to me, because I am sitting in complete self-love. I am so open to receiving every good thing that comes to me while I'm in that place, because I would have learned how to really show up for me and to stick to it at this young age. Because one of the things that I really appreciate about my life is, so even though so much goes on at a lot of points in my life, there are even more points in my life where I am just sitting in the day, while the day is going by, and I'm experiencing so much peace, so much joy. I don't have children right now. I don't have any obligations. I don't have a lot of money to my name, but all that don't matter because I'm extremely blessed, and I let God use me at every point in time. And every time you let God use you, He's going to have to reward you or compensate you, because you are blessed and highly favored. Like, what's you working for God, but you in detriment? You're not working for God. You see what I'm saying? So every time God has used me to work for Him, I've been in just this beautiful place where it's like, bro, how? This is the perfect opportunity. This is actually beautiful. Like, dude, I've lived in places for free where all I had to do was babysit a puppy. Heavenly. What? I live in places where I can live essentially rent-free. All I had to do was clean up. Okay. Well, I do my thing. Like, God's going to provide. And I don't even need buku money. I have a goal that I'm going to get to. And if I don't get to that goal until in 3 months, I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna go for it. I mean, I have 3 months to save up this money plus self-improvement. You see what I'm saying? Are you getting the bigger picture? Because I am. But that is basically the art of surrender, the art of being young, and just really taking life by the horns. Taking it by, not even by the balls, like taking life by the horns. And just riding it, staying on. You know what I'm saying? Because a bull can't buck forever. Whew! A bull can't buck forever. Man. And one of the things that's really in my head right now is stay ready so you ain't got to get ready. Stay ready so you ain't never got to get ready. And one of the things that I know that is a part of my future, as any young person, you have any opportunities I have for myself, you have for yourself. Simply because a lot of my plans I have for myself is based on my youth. And I really sit here and I think about my youth, but I think about also me in older age. And right now in my youth, this cleaning stuff, even though it's beautiful, I love it. I feel my lower back. I ain't impressed. Okay? And I'm like, I could do a cleaning business. No, I don't want to do a cleaning business. Somebody who only sees the potential in me cleaning can see me having a cleaning business. That's not my dream. God has already told me I can carry out my dream. And the one thing I know that's been holding me back from fulfilling this dream is complete confidence. Complete confidence. And the focus and diligency to practice loving me, showing up every day. And I am so dedicated. I'm so dedicated and eager. And will there be some resistance to this? I expect it. Because it's new. And because I know part of youth is this. Let me tell you. Your body, not your soul, your flesh. Mind you, we're operating in our skins. My soul knows that my flesh wants to stay young forever. Actually, at this moment in time, my soul knows that my flesh is what it is. My body has no idea. My flesh has no idea that it's going to get old and wrinkly. That's why it sits here and it craves cookies, chips, all this stuff. My soul knows. My body don't know. Because without my soul, I have no knowledge. You know what I'm saying? Without my soul, I have no hindsight. I have no memory. I have no wisdom. I have no intellect, no intel, no revelation. This flesh has no idea of the next second without my soul. It has no idea. All it knows that all it knows is that when I present an idea, when your body knows that you presenting a new idea, it goes into fight, flight, fawn, or it goes into fight, which is sabotage. Flight, meaning, let me get her off focus. Let's distract this. You know what I'm saying? Let's actually think about playing a video game. Because we do have a brain, right? Let's just crave a video game. Let's just crave something else other than the fact that this girl really want me as a bodysuit to sit here and work out for an hour every day. Oh my God. Let's just think about this video game. Oh my God. Let's just think about sleep. Let's just worry about all this other stuff. Like, please don't put me through this, right? Not that it's bad, but it's just like, oh my gosh, how do I fly away from myself? By getting away from yourself. By not approaching yourself. So it fights by sabotaging. It flights by distraction, or it fawns, which means it probably tries to go to sleep. It fakes itself into being what it's not. You know what I'm saying? Like, why am I so tired? Or fawn, like being dramatic, like, oh, I'm just too sore. Oh God, I can't even possibly. Oh my gosh, like, oh no, like when I just think about it, just dramatizes it all. And that's just because my body has no idea of what its potential is. It has no idea that today it's going to feel so good. Like, my body won't know until it knows. Because your body can crave workouts. Your body can crave a healthy meal. Your body can reject some things that you're not supposed to, that you train your body not to like. Like, if you go without sugar for 2-3 weeks, if you come back and eat something sweet, your body like, ew, no, yeah, too sweet, right? So it's possible. But sometimes our bodies forget, because the longer we prolong, we just ended up forgetting. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. This is about the whole body. It's about my hindsight on how to operate to the best of my ability. And I feel so awake, alive, and I feel the beauty of it all. And I feel like one of the most realest things, or the most prominent thing to deal with while knowing something is so real, so true, so possible, is that in between of that realization, which I'm having right now, is there's like a little pit in my stomach that feels like queasy with a little angst. And you have to tell yourself that is this anxiousness, that is this little swipe of fear, but it's not a bad thing. And it's basically your body just being like, should I be scared of this? Should I be scared of this? Like, I'm about to hurt, because it's your body signal to you. Because if your mind can't understand it, then it's your body signaling you. And it's like, should I be scared of this? Should I be afraid of this? Should I be worried about this? And reassure yourself whenever you set a goal and it makes your stomach turn. It makes you get like, oh, I don't know. Reassure yourself, there's nothing to be afraid of. Send your body images of what's actually, what is working towards. And it's like, I know we both want this. I know we both want this. Or send your body like ideas of what it's going to be like, we ain't about to be bloated no more. We finna be so hella smart. Like, we finna get the best. We finna get the best. Like, we finna get the best loving, the best special treatment. We finna have the cutest clothes on us. You know what I'm saying? And we ain't gotta fixate all the things. All the things. To get you to a place of calamity. Of complete trust. In what you already know. Because you already know. You don't know? You already know. But all of this started just because, oh my gosh, it started years since I was, very, very, very young. A lot of things prompted me to hate me. A lot of things prompted me to disassociate from me. A lot of things prompted me to dislike me in every way, shape, or manner. Every part of me. And it hindered me for so long, and it kept me in places, and it kept me away from ideas and dreams that I could have reached by now. Like, who knows? Who knows? And it sent me spiraling into different places and spaces, but throughout it all, I knew who I was. I kept doing what I needed to do. I love that resilience about me. It's like, you know what? Even though I'm in this, I'm going to still do my thing. I'm going to still write my poetry. I'm going to still write my book. I'm going to still create albums and drop albums. I'm going to still do my thing. Forget you, baby. Forget you. I'm going to still do my thing. You know what I'm saying? And I did. And I do. And it doesn't get easier. But I just get so much better. With time, I say it again, with time. Well, that is everything that I want to say. And I have so much hope for you guys. Stay true. Stay real to the dream. Love your youth. Because it's benefited you. Hello. But yeah, first podcast of the year. Filming this on, I believe, February 22nd, 2024. Yeah, get into it on a Thursday. Back on schedule. All right. Have a good one. Peace. It's Ken and I'm tuning out. I forgot. Go ahead and cue the music. I don't wanna work it.